we Africans, we black people, we're so close to one another, but yet we are far from one another. We don't relate, we don't exchange ideas, and we don't even transact on commercial basis. Today I want to greet each and every one of you. Royal greetings to you. You are all equal. There is no special treatment for some people to join me on the high table. The table is not high, but the table belongs to all of us. Today, my passion is for all of us to continue to excel in all our endeavors. This I don't joke with at all. I do not joke with RAYLF at all. Because for me, I must ask myself and all the awardees, what is the rationale behind us coming together? Charity, so they say, begins at home. A concept that we put together, and I want to thank specifically very good people that have been working along with this over the last 7 years. The idea was conceived 7 years ago, but we implemented it 4 years ago. So far so good. Everything started from the local feet in their country. We took a break last year for us to re-strategize and expand to every continent, particularly the continent of Africa. It's very important for us to have it as our base continent. And it is very important for us to reach out to each and every relevant youth from various countries. Today, I'm very fulfilled. Today, I feel on top of the world. Today, I feel so fulfilled that indeed the dream is becoming a reality. I want to thank you all for coming. And let me tell you something about this movement. It's a very powerful movement. A lot of things have happened within that platform. Not only transactions consummated, they are in billions of dollars. I am not joking. By bringing all of you together over the last 4 years, by networking, I personally take it upon myself to reach out to each and every one of the awardees. Don't feel too far away. Please, and please, have it at the back of your mind. You didn't come and look for me. I am the one, on behalf of all the organizers, looking for you. There is a clear difference between the two. For me, to have it answered that truly, nothing is indeed not fundamentally wrong with a black man. I used to think that why are we like this? Everything, even traveling, tied to the Western world. Whenever you are going to Europe, you want to move money, you must go through the Western world. To do anything within Africa, I want to do a transaction with Ghana, that is just 1 hour by flight from Nigeria. I must go to Europe, I must go to the United States of America before I come to Ghana. Who does that? It's not sustainable. And that's the truth. It's not at all. I have been to many African countries. Some are so difficult to get and penetrate into. But I will continue because I'm very, very stubborn about this. I must make sure that this IYLF stand. And I'm working with a lot of political leaders across the entire continent. I've been to Ghana, Kenya, Uganda, Zambia. I've met all the leaders one way or the other. But for me, it's beyond that. Because they usually leave their political offices. They are not there. And their policies are not that sustainable. For me, this platform has actually opened my eyes to a lot of things that don't ever underrate anybody in any area of your specialty, in any area of your specialization. Focus on it. I told you earlier on, I am the one looking for you. You are not looking for me. So as you're seated there, I've been listening to you very aptly. And something happened this year, which has never happened. I'm going to probably I won't blame the organizers, but they told me that the awardees, it took them a while before they could upload their pictures because they brought the final list to me. I don't even get involved in selection. We have a team, professionals that does that. They do that very, very well. And it's not only about commercial success. We have social success. We have people that they do things based on empathy. They have nothing. They have money. They have no money. But what they do is so impactful. It's not driven by money. It's not driven by capitalism. It's not driven by profit. But the empathy and the extent of what they sow into it is actually out of this world. So we have different categories of how all these awardees are measured. I want to tell you today that I will keep saying it. It is something that is very important to us. We have to utilize this opportunity. As the MD of Nexi Bank mentioned, we usually bring a resource person. We decided this year to focus more on the private sector and a blend of public sector in terms of providing finance, because that's one of the major issues for African entrepreneurs. So we decided to bring him on board because we all know what is common to all African countries is export and import, a balance of trade. That's how commerce of any economy is being driven. They measure you based on your import and export for you to see whether you are balancing your trade or the economy is growing. And that's the reason why we decided to bring him on board as a resource person. So for us, it is beyond sitting down. All what you are doing tonight, you have done it before. You have eaten, you've gone for best of the best dinner, you've gone to eat the best of the best food, but it is beyond that. And I'm glad you are seeing people talking about testimonials. You have heard from Shola. We have RYLF relationships. We have RYLF marriages. We have RYLF babies. It is part of the whole thing. It gives me so much joy that we have seen a lot of couple, very serious-minded people. They will just meet across this table. They are eating, and they were able to strike it together. They've been able to do businesses together. They've been able to build empires together over the last 4 or 5 years. You will not believe it. 5 years ago, we're trying to test the waters. But this time around, we have huge testimonials. And that is what has given birth to this year. We're giving birth to a new baby, which is Royal African Chamber of Commerce. Royal African Chamber of Commerce is very different from all Chamber of Commerce that you've been seeing. It's very different, completely different. What you see there, you go for annual meetings, you go for AGM and all what have you, you create some platform for network. No, this time around, we measure performances. We sit down, we measure performances. Either through network of getting into relationship, and we want to see testimonials of IRYLF babies is part of that Chamber of Commerce. You are producing something. Either you've gone to meet Dangote, the biggest conglomerate in the whole of continent of Africa, and by just question and answer session, you are able to strike a deal. And I'm very happy that Awadi mentioned it. I discussed your matter with Dangote himself and even the president in charge of the refinery. You will get that contract. And another manufacturer of starch that today got a very solid nod from the MD of Nexim Bank that we are going to make you bigger and richer. What else do we want in IRYLF? And I'm very, very positive in terms of capacity building. The MD has given you a very open check. So if I were you, I'll put like $50 billion there, so that you can continue to expand your factory. So it's a good opportunity, and these are the things that has been happening on this platform. Any door that is locked, not only in Nigeria, I am on one-on-one with a lot of your leaders, your political leaders. I invest heavily. My greatest investment on this throne is social capital. I don't joke with it. It is very priceless. It can earn so many things. I need that social capital every day. I don't need to sit on the high horse of being royalty. Yes, it's inheritance, but I can use that platform to boost the social capital capacity, so that any door that is locked from that social capital capacity, I can open for you. From the social capital capacity, any door that is permanently locked, I can go and break it down for you. And I mean it. It has happened over the last 4 years. From that Chamber of Commerce, Royal African Chamber of Commerce, we will publish everything. How organizations have been built from something, from nothing to something. I am telling you the honest truth. Even for me, on this platform, I have met someone. I'm not going to mention names, but for me, I needed to send some money because for me, I'm still an entrepreneur. I needed to wire like about $500,000 out. And it was so difficult for me. And on this platform, I got solution from it. In the process of trying to help you, you are becoming a helper to the king. So what else do I need? Other than continue to serve you, continue to make things to be more accessible. Because a whole lot of our political leaders, you don't find them so easily accessible. That's the problem for us. Every year we finish, we usually take, in fact, about the first set of awardees, we went to meet the president of Ghana that time. We met with the entire cabinet of Ghana. We took a plane. All of us were in the plane. I think we remember some of us that went together. We want to keep doing that. We go to Cape Verde. We go to Congo. We go to Kenya. We go to Mali. We go to Zambia. We go to Uganda. We go to a lot of countries, so that we will let them know that we are serious. Our Chamber of Commerce is based on peer review mechanism and performance measurement. Not for us to sit, wine and dine, have drinks, you've had them before, and you will continue to have them because they will continue to give you energy, essence of living. But for us, it's beyond this. I have been to some countries. We're having issues of language barrier. It was very difficult for me to penetrate to Congo because, let me tell you the truth, in Africa, when Congo and Nigeria, when the two countries are very in this continent, there's going to be a lot of progress. Congo has so much natural resources. When I get there, I wonder, the infrastructure is so bad, I wonder what is going on. Despite, in fact, I can say Congo is the wealthiest nation underground. And so many nations like that. Look at the revolution happening in Kenya. The politician from Kenya. I even like your traditional attire. Please give her a resounding round of applause. The tech people trying to finance infrastructure. I'm going to come and meet all of you. Don't worry. I listen to everybody happily. I'm coming to meet all of you. One on one, you'll be shocked. Go and ask all the pastor what is. That's how I developed that relationship on a gradual basis. 12 months. At times, you know what I do? I'm going to see one president. I will just say, let's all get on the plane. And it's been working. Oh, some people will say, I want to meet this person. I want to meet that person. Don't worry, use me. Use me, please. Use me very well. I'm available for you. And it's not a joke. God has blessed me with so much energy. I don't even know where I get it from. But I live a life of selflessness. Every day I wake up, I think of you. I don't think of myself. By virtue of thinking of you, the universe conspires to solve my own problems. Please don't underestimate me. Don't think because I'm a Nigerian, I am only seated on this throne. Is a lie. I know your president, your leaders. I know the good, the bad, and the ugly in all your countries. I have lost a lot of money in millions of dollars from those countries. But for me, forget that value that is lost. I will build another one. I have achieved so many things on this after. I've achieved so many things, meeting the right people, meeting the good people, meeting the bad people, and meeting the ugly people. When you meet bad people, you will appreciate good people. When you are with good people, then you will know that you need to keep good people. When bad people come your way, life is all about lesson. It's all about lesson. To me, there's nothing like failure in my dictionary. I don't believe in failure. Oh, you have failed. No. It's an experience. It is an experience. So don't let any situation weigh you down. You are at home. You have come home. I want to beg you, do not underestimate the power of this platform. Use me very well. Please, I am begging all of you. It's very easy to reach and get across to me. Very easy. Use every means. Dr. Ayobam is here. Please give him a resounding round of applause. Please, I want you to clap for him very well. Clap for him very well. That's how he hides. It's like that. That's straight. Clap for him very well. It's been very consistent over the last 7 years. 7, 8 years, we have been on this journey. He likes to hide. Clap, 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 clap. He runs our London office because that's a neutralizer. Don't worry, very soon, please, you can all have your seat. And Tomisi is my son, but a very, very notorious son. I know how to handle him. You know, he's a very restless entrepreneur. He likes to swing like this, you know, like chameleon. But he's my son. Please clap for him. Clap for him. Give him some encouragement. And Madam Ashabitu, she's my daughter, in whom I'm well pleased with. Please, I can go on and on. But beyond what we're doing here today, it's very obvious and evident that we are expanding the horizon beyond Nigeria. And before we actually came to terms this year, we decided to do it. What did I do? I've traveled across key African countries. That was what I did last year. So that it will give birth to this platform so easily. I went to a lot of countries. I had to even slow it down because we were trying to think, second guess, should we do it this year? Maybe I should traverse more before we now realize that we can't even stop the momentum. We can't stop the tempo. My African brothers and sisters, sons and daughters, look right into the person you are seated opposite. You don't know who that person is. Do not underestimate anybody. Please look at someone. Look at someone. Don't look at someone else's girlfriend or boyfriend. Oh. I didn't say you should do that. But please look at someone there and let the person know that jointly we will build this continent. Nobody will build this continent for us. Nobody. Let's just forget the general saying of our colonial, we are still in neo-colonization era. Nobody will build it for us. Capacity is all about self-interest. They bring capacity to themselves. I don't understand. We plant cocoa in Africa and they will go and they will say London what? London price for cocoa? Haba, are you planting cocoa in London? They will say London metal exchange for gold in Congo. Yeah? Gold in Nigeria. Why now? For crude oil, they will say US plat. What is plat? Plat what? We are no fools in Africa. Look at these bright minds. Seated. We have to change the narrative though. Because what are we going to tell our children yet unborn? Maybe some of you are not married. Or some of you are married, you are waking up every day. What are you going to tell them? Enough of blaming the political leaders. Let's start something like this. Leave them. When they see the success, they will come to us. Leave them, don't worry. Stop dissipating your energy. Stop dissipating your energy, blaming them, blaming every time. Let us do something. Something like this that we're doing. Let us work on something. And let us love one another. Do not let us discriminate. I beg you, I beg you, I beg you. Don't underestimate anybody. What is high thing? There's nothing like high. You should only be high in success. You should only be high in productivity. You should only be high in what? In anything that has to do with added advantage and comparative advantage to help one another. You should be high in empathy. Those are things that should make you high. Not that you are in one position now, you'll be feeling on top of the world as if someone hasn't been there before. People have been there before you and people will still come after you. I want to implore each and every one of you, because I don't want to go on and on. You need to relax, you need to bond, you need to unwind. It's been very stressful over the last 3 days. I want to apologize on logistics. We actually built a place for RYLF. We built a resort where you stopped in Ife, basically for this. Eventually it's going to be dovetailed and turned to a university. We're still going to have our RYLF University, I'm telling you the honest truth. We will be learning a whole lot of things. So I heard that there were logistic issues because of what even happened in Abuja when you went to meet the former president of Nigeria, President Olusegun Obasanjo, our leader, our elder statesman in Nigeria and across the continent of Africa. He's known for that. Unfortunately, the governor was busy and couldn't come and see you. I'm very sorry on behalf of all of them. You had to sleep in Ogun State, and when you got to Ife again, every of the plan logistics became wobbled. Please, for the sake of love, if you truly love me, I know you are meeting me today, please, I'm sorry. Tell me apology accepted. Take it with love. Take it with commitment and compassion. I want to assure you that you will never regret being part of this movement. You will never regret it, honestly. If you ask all other awardees what they benefited, we have seen car manufacturing companies emerge from IOILF. We've seen real estate conglomerate emerge out of IOILF, running into multi-billion-dollar company. Over the last 4 years, we've seen tech companies, we've seen banks, people coming together to set up banks. We've seen people in the public sector from this IOILF platform trying to challenge the system. Challenge the system that, look, I will take governance from you. And they shook the system to the bone marrow. I'm telling you, both in the private sector and in the public sector. So indeed, anything you want to do in life, go for it. Don't let anybody discourage you. You might not get it. That doesn't mean you are failed. There's nothing like failure. People just spin it. Oh, I'm sorry. This is bad. I didn't make it. No. What did you learn from that failure? And pick onto what you have learned and run with it. It's very important. Very, very important. We started so late today. I don't know what happened. I've been calling, please let me come 8 o'clock. They said no. 9. They said no. 10. No. 11. See now, the time is far spent. And you still must rock and bond better. So don't let me bore you with a long speech. Don't let me bore you. Please. I welcome you all to IOILF family. A family of compassion. A family that will help one another. A family that will lift ourselves up. A family that whenever you open up to your need, your desire, the challenges you are having, you will see one way or the other, you will just see helpers springing up from left, right, center. Now we're getting bigger. We're getting more connected across the continent. Please do not joke with it. I beg you in the name of God or anything you believe in your faith, it is not a joke. You came all the way from very far and you are here. It's not a joke. It's not a tea party. It's for the betterment of what you believe in and what you believe in for the success of your impact as an individual. May God bless you all. May God bless all the works of your hand. May God bless everything you stand for. May God bless your going out and your coming in. And may God bless you going back to your...
To take selfies with Baba. Take your selfies, take your pictures. Music, anyone left here, a job, a capital left here. Keep Baba left one for the hour for 1 pound or so.
take part in the process going on in the
Dominion says Exodus is open. As soon as Baba leaves this hall, Eclipse is at the resort. Eclipse is at the Ife Grand
I must say you guys are very bold. It's a good thing that you're able to,
but remember that you have to be at OAU.
tell the government, you stood against the government, and you're able to get what you want.
Eclipse loud.
I think I saw a video today where they saw some bodies on dump sites. I mean, that's